Alrighty, so thank you for joining the Twincast. It's the podcast where business and real estate are our foundation, and a good laugh is always on the house. We're identical twin sisters navigating the real estate world one deal at a time. I'm Cherie, your go-to lender, helping you with all things finance. And I'm Nicole, your favorite realtor, helping you find the perfect place to call home. The Twincast starts now. Alrighty, so we have a very, very special guest on our show today, and it is Mrs. Selena Hernandez. We're excited to have you, Selena. How are you today?
Hi, good guys. How are y'all?
Super. We're living the dream. Yeah, we are.
Right.
And we wanted to talk to you a little bit about your dream that I think might have just came true. You are a registered nurse in the area, and you have lots of accolades, a super mom, a super wife, and all the things. But we wanted to have a little conversation with you about your home buying process because this is the first purchase of your new home recently, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I know uh it's probably been really exciting, getting into your new home, but we're going to start from the very beginning and kind of walk our buyers through what you went through because there's a lot of people probably in your same situation. And so we kind of want to talk to you about how that process went, okay?
Of course, yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So tell me a little bit about when you decided to buy a house. Where did you decide you wanted to live at? What area?
So I was looking in the Waco area, and originally I can say that it was just, I wasn't really even looking. It was more of my husband's doing. And it was just a blessing in disguise, very much.
Okay, so it was the husband that was pushing. Usually it's the other way around, Selena. So,
Yes, yes. I was actually, with the credit score, I was actually just had given up, and he met a special man, and he was very, very delightful, and um, got us in contact with you guys, and you guys made it like awesome. Honestly, the whole experience was just great.
Aw, thank you. It was okay. So you say because people don't know who the special man is. Who is the special person you're referring to?
It is your all's father.
What? No way.
Yes.
That's kind of
Such a wonderful man, yes.
thank
He
you.
prayed, he prayed. Oh, it was just a great story. So my husband was at Atwoods in Waco, just browsing, and I think he started having a small talk with your dad, and he started explaining how, we've been looking for a home, but it just hasn't been the right time. And so he was like, oh, what a coincidence, my twin daughters have, one's a lender and one is a realtor, and I bet they can help you. And honestly, like, it was God's perfect timing, honestly. Like I said before, we weren't even looking. It was just like it came to us, you know what I mean? And we are very, very blessed, honestly.
That's exciting. Because my dad, you don't know how many conversations I hear. Well, I met your dad at, at usually it's at like some restaurant. Well, restaurant or like Lowe's or Atwoods. Like those places are very common. Dad, does work all kinds of different things, and so he's usually at those places and eating. Yeah, so he's guilty as charged, but. I'm glad that God led him to you guys and we were able to help. But so you weren't
Yes,
looking, and then all of a sudden, that dad, put you guys in contact with us. Um,
correct.
Tell me about what kind of house did you pick? Was it a brand new home? Was it a resale house? What's
So, sure. Honestly, again, I wasn't looking, so we didn't have like a definition to what our home or dream home would look like, honestly. And my parents live here in the Belmead area, and I just started browsing around, and there was this new build there, and it's like about 3 streets away from my parents, and I just fell in love with it. We watched it, or we toured it, and it was a yes from the beginning. But it's very convenient, especially because I have young kids, and my husband helps. Well, I work nights, and so he drops them off in the morning, and now it's 3 streets away from my parents, which are the people who care for my kids when I'm off. And it just, we don't have to wake up the kids any earlier like we used to. And it's just great, you know?
What a dream. Very,
Yes,
very relatable.
honestly, from the beginning.
Well, because Nicole, we all live right beside each other. So my husband built a house, well, built my dad's house, then they built my house, and then he built Nicole's house. So it's all right in the same row. And boy, do we, live a pampered lifestyle because if we're hungry, we go to mom's house. And,
Right?
so yeah, girl, take advantage of that. That's a
Yes, and now that we're in, the parents come over here when I cook, and then vice versa. I can just swoop on over there if I.
And I know they love it. I know the parents love it because
Oh, yes.
getting to see
Yes,
the
they do.
grandkids and, having fun with them. So
Yes.
it's convenient. So, tell me one thing about when you walked into the home, how did you know it was the home? Like you didn't look, I mean, I understand this was the only home you looked at. How did you know it was your home?
It was just perfect in every sense, like the walls, the room, the kitchen area, just big, spacious, open floor plan. Like it was just, I don't know how to explain it. I guess
It
God
spoke to
was
you.
like, this is it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
A lot of people say that they say, they could have looked at 10 homes, but when they walk into their home, they're just like, I had a like an immediate feeling of this is the home. And I think Nicole, you
Correct.
say that. You
Yeah.
say you you do go through that process. And so when you walk in a home, whether it might not have checked all the boxes that you originally said you wanted, but I've had several clients just walk into a home and whether it checked the boxes or not, they just knew it was their home. And so I think that's what happened with y'all. Y'all walked in, it met the expectations, and I can definitely relate to it being down the street from the parents. That's just it's a added perk. We have, as we were saying, that our parents live down the road, and so mom recently she's standing out on the driveway passing out tacos as we drive to school. I mean, you can't beat it, right?
Yes, correct. You cannot.
So, okay, I have a question for you. So, what surprised you most about this process?
How easy it was. So we actually a couple years ago, I can't remember the year, maybe like 2017, 2018, we were looking into buying a home. Lacey uh what is that? Lacey
Lakeview? Is that
Lakeview.
like the
There you go.
celebratory?
Yes, yes. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Area and the process, I mean, I don't know, it was just way different than this time around. Again, it could be because it was just all meant to be, but like papers were getting lost. I would send in documents and I was like, "Ah, I just sent that." But, anyways, this time around, like it was much different, very organized. Um, I, Buying a home is very stressful in itself. And it was just a very, very easy process. Everything was in order.
Well, yay!
Yes.
We're giving each other
Yes.
a high five because usually, we always want that for our customers. But when when you're able to say that, we just feel really good about that because we want you guys to feel it's like you said, it's stressful, but we want you to not feel like your pants are on fire or
Correct.
So I'm glad to hear that. Okay, good accomplishment. So, okay, another question for you.
Yes.
What do you feel like was the hardest part of it all? Was it I'm not sure, but you maybe have put a down payment, or was it saving money? Was it inspections? Was it the husband getting involved, or but Antonio seems very quiet and he doesn't seem like he gets involved too much where he doesn't need to
Yes.
be. So I think that probably wouldn't have been the option, but what was the hardest part for you? If you had to say something was hard, what was it?
Honestly, nothing. That I would say maybe the hardest part was just waiting to sign the papers, honestly. Uh,
Okay.
we came from living from an apartment, and so just waiting and waiting, because obviously it was, again, something that we were not expecting. And I'm very realistic being a nurse. Like, I'm very realistic. I look at everything. And I just am like, okay, is it going to happen? Is it not? And I was just like, okay, I'm not going to get too excited until it happens. And when it did, it was just, oh my gosh, I don't know, something very, I don't know. very much a dream come true. It was something inexplainable. Just joy, honestly.
Music to our ears. It's magical.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
good. Oh, you have a question? Okay, let me ask you, if there was one thing you could tell another a first time home buyer, what would you tell them? What's your piece of advice for them?
I would say, because I know a lot of people say, well, my credit's not that good, or I don't have a down payment. I know there's resources out there for people. So, like, everybody's situation is different, and not to go based on another person's experience. Just go get the information. Maybe you do qualify. Don't, how do you say it? Like,
Disqualify yourself? Don't.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Don't disqualify yourself without even giving yourself an opportunity. Um, Definitely go ask. And then, even if they don't qualify, I'm sure they'll let you know like how you can qualify, how to better your credit score. Um, but yes, always get information from a professional. And again, like you said, don't disqualify yourself. Always just do it.
Just do it. I love
Just
it.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a football coach. His name is Art Williams, and he would say that he just says just do it. Like stop talking about it, just do it, and then after you do it harder, do it longer, just keep doing it. So
Yeah.
I like that. Just do it. Okay. And then what would you say you would absolutely do again if you anything that you would do all over again? Anything that you would say that you'd do again?
I would definitely recommend you guys. I would do it all over again with you guys. If I ever have to sell, I would go with you guys. You guys just made the whole process again just amazing. And um like it was just great. I honestly don't know who else I could have chosen to do such a great job.
I gotta tell the listeners. I gotta tell them we did not pay her. We did not. we-
Look, no, exactly. No, no, no. You guys honestly helped so much. Like, I could start crying. Like, it was something, again, we weren't looking, something we never in a million years thought it would happen. With the prices going up, we're like, oh my gosh, we will never buy a home. They, like, it was just great.
Okay, all right. Well, this is music to our ears, of course. So, I mean, we love that because there's a lot of people in the same, situation as you guys, and you just didn't think it could happen. You didn't know how it could happen. You don't know. You just didn't know. But I'm glad that you took a chance on us and on yourself because at the end of the day, we can put the pieces together, but if you didn't give us a chance, we could have never done our job. So you took
Correct.
a chance on us. So we appreciate you not taking a chance. I mean, taking a chance on us and not giving up on yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so I have another question here. Now that you're official homeowner, tell me about have you had a big celebration in your home? Did you have a, first meal that, that you're so excited about? Is any first moments that you've had at the home that you're excited?
Um, we are planning my baby girl's first birthday here. I believe it's in the beginning of December. It's still in the works, but I am planning to do that. But even like on the first day that we moved in, we didn't have a refrigerator yet because we had to go buy one. But I was like, I don't care. I just want to be able to sleep in my new home.
Mhm.
Girl, my husband, we worked really hard. We had got, like, I worked that, I think it was a Friday night. My husband obviously worked Friday, and we moved in like Saturday, all day Saturday. We made it happen. How? I don't know, but it happened.
God was in all
We
of this
got
story.
energy from I don't know where, but just knowing that we were going to stay here for the first time, it was just great, honestly.
The first nights are always like, and well, when I bought my first home, I just remember like thinking like, I really like this is really mine, even waking up, right? Like,
Yes. I was like, man, I hope when I wake up from being sleepy, like just to use the restroom, I find it.
yeah,
Yes.
it's so
Like,
much
wait, where's the
excitement.
restroom
Yes.
again? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when I moved in, well, both homes that I had, I remember laying in bed and just thinking about it's late at night. I'm thinking, wow, did this really happen? I got here. How did I get here? Is this and when I wake up, am I really going to be in this house? And sometimes
Yeah.
in the morning, like when I'm getting ready before I'm getting ready for work or something, I'll walk out to the living room and I'm like, gosh, I'm so thankful that God gave me the opportunity to be here in this home. And so I mean, I think having a home is so important, and I did feel that. And when we went to closing and we got to sign the paperwork at her new home, and so that was different. I haven't had a closing where we signed closing documents at the house. So 12 years, Selena. That was the first time we've actually
First
signed.
time, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It kind of threw us off because Selena told us that they were closing at at the house. And I was like, wait. I think there's some confusion. We were all like, no, this is not happening. And she's like, no, I'm pretty sure we're closing at the house. And so, yeah, that was different for us.
Yes, and even that lady, she was so sweet. Um, it was the blessing. Like she even gave us a little like thank you for choosing her as a notary, and um, she is a woman of faith. So it was just the whole like I'm telling you from the beginning, it was just a blessing God sent. Honestly,
Yeah, I didn't tell you that part, but that is true too. She gave a little blessing card and she was very thankful and helpful, and she was so sweet. I really enjoyed her doing the closing, and so we did the closing there. It was quick, and you got the keys right the same day. You got to move in. Well, if you moved in you moved in that Saturday, but it was a
yeah,
smooth process. So we try to do because sometimes you don't get the keys immediately. I mean, our company, we fund the loan immediately. So basically, that just means that the title company, they have the money for the seller. So, whatever you bought the house for, we've already sent the money over to the title company. So they technically can get keys at the time you sign. But sometimes there's a delay, whether the seller doesn't sign before or after you. There's sometimes a little bit of a delay, but you got the keys and God was in the story. Yeah.
yes,
I
yes, he was.
I definitely agree with that. But I remember when we were signing and we got done, and I remember something you said. You were saying something that this was something that you wanted to do before you turned 30, right? It was an accomplishment you wanted.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I have always dreamed because I was a teen mom. And so I went to school, I got my degree, got my bachelor's, and I always said, I want to be 30. I want to be 30. I'll be established by then. I would love to have a home by then. And honestly, just made it through the finish line like a couple days before. My birthday was the 21st of October, and I signed papers the 16th. So, I made that come true.
Woohoo! I love
Yeah.
that. That is so exciting because I'm a type of person that always says set goals, and if you write it down, it's actually a Bible. If you write it down, it will not that it will come true, but it's more likely if you write it down. It's going to happen, right? Because you're going to put the work in. God can see what you're wanting, and it's just a part of the process. Just write it down, and I'm glad that you set that goal for yourself and you work towards it. I mean, I love
Yeah.
that. You got your bachelor's degree. Now but as you know what, I want to take a minute too to say it's teamwork. She has a supportive husband. It took both
Yes.
of y'all to accomplish that, but we were part of this process with buying, but it took a whole team. Teamwork makes the dream work. Two's better than one, like the Bible says. So,
Yeah.
I mean, y'all really worked super hard to get where you're at. The house is beautiful, and I think it's an amazing accomplishment. You did
Yes,
it.
it was. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so um, you have another question over there? Not really. I don't think I do. Okay. Because really, Selena, we had a few other questions here, but you gave it to us from without having to ask. We didn't even have to ask. Yeah, you didn't have to.
Look,
You
there
just
you
brought it
go.
out. You just brought. Yeah, so it made it pretty easy there for the question, but even for our listeners, they'll be able to get the information quickly. They don't have to listen to an hour podcast. You're going to give it to them
Yes,
all in the
look,
beginning.
straight to the business, right?
I love that. I love it. Okay. Well,
Yes.
that's those are our questions, and you gave us all the answers. I think let's ask for the question, the
Yes,
final
yes.
question. Yes. Okay. If the walls could talk in your new home, what would they say?
These walls would say they are full, it's a home full of laughter, love, um, and many, many, many memories to make in these walls, honestly. Um, and I hope, um, I'm sorry, I just messed that up, guys. Can we exit that one out?
No, we're gonna give you. Go ahead and start over. You don't
Okay,
have
let
to
me let me
worry.
do it again. Let me do it
Okay.
again.
Okay.
Okay. So if these walls could stop, oh gosh, here we go. I did it.
Hey, we do this all the time, so don't worry. I'm gonna ask the question so that you will start all over. Okay. If
Okay,
the
I'll just make it short and sweet.
if the
Okay.
walls could talk at your new home, Selena, what would they say?
They would say that this home is full of love and laughter and many, many memories to make in these walls.
Love it because there will be so many years to come in the home, and we're going to check in, in the years to come to just hear about the new memories and we usually I write a letter and I say, the new laughs, the new things that happen in your home, and we'll be ready to hear about them. Okay, so we'll check back in with you.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you guys.
Okay, well, we appreciate you taking the time to chat with us and giving I guess our clients, our future clients, a tidbit of your home buying process. Thank you for trusting us with the process, and we hope that your home is filled with all loves, laughs, and great new memories, right? That's right. So that's a
Yay.
wrap. And if you loved today's episode, like, subscribe, and share it with someone you know. And if you have any questions about the home buying process, um, just DM us. We're a click away. Until next time, keep dreaming big, planning smart, and remember, with the right team, you hold the keys. See
Thanks,
you later,
Selena.
Selena.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Selena, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay. That's a wrap, girlfriend. You did
Oh, girl, I'm sorry. I messed it up. I was doing great up until yours
it.
last.
No, that just means you're human. That actually means that we didn't pay you to say all that stuff. Yeah, that it
Right.
worked out perfectly. I'm telling you, people, it's so much pressure. It is, it seems like it's not, but as soon as somebody says record, it's everybody kind of like
It's
freezes.
like, whoa,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, but you did great. You
You
did
really
great,
did.
and we really appreciate you. We're gonna put once this is on finished recording it, we'll send you the video so you can share it with your husband and family, and they can hear you on our podcast. Okay.
Sounds great, guys. Thank y'all.
You're Thank you, welcome. Selena. We'll see you later.
Yes, bye.
Bye. Bye.